I'm Nathaniel Blume, and I'm talking about my album Nootbar, which was inspired by my father, who had a knack for dancing, whether it was at a wedding reception or just being goofy in the car. As kids, we'd get pretty rowdy in the back seat, and the radio would be playing, and eventually my dad would get pretty impatient with us and turn around and say, "Shh, shh, shh, shh. This is my all-time favorite song. Let's just look out the windows and think about our problems." And then he'd crank the music. We'd crack up. It was not successful in getting us to calm down. But in tribute to that memory, I knew this album needed to have some song that was upbeat and fun and maybe something that you could dance to. And that's what inspired All-Time Favorite Song. I've established the key of A major so far, but when the voice comes in with the melody, you get this F natural, which I borrow from A minor, and there's quite a bit of this throughout the album, where I'm mixing major and minor, not in a dissonant way, but in a way to establish some mystery, ambiguity, and just sonic interest, I guess. So the voice starts with this.
Quiet down. Look out the window.
And you can see where this is going.
Turn up the music. Now listen close. This is my all-time favorite song. So let's just listen and think about our problems.
There you go. A pretty blatant reference to the source material. Now, another thing I wanted to point out is that I grew up as a trumpet player, and both of my parents were very supportive. So I got out my trumpet and I kind of improvised over this section. And I want to show you how I cheated a bit, because the first time I played it, I just played it down the octave like this. Being as amateur as I am, I was not able to play it up the octave, but I use this plugin called Little Altar Boy here, which I use all the time. I love this plugin. In this case, I'm simply using it to raise the octave of the trumpet and just add some excitement. So after recording a second part, also down the octave, I've got this together, which is a lot more interesting. Now, that was fine and dandy for this demo, and it did last a long time through various versions of this song. But in the end, I wasn't entirely happy with it, so I relied on my good friend and collaborator who's played on many scores with me, Rob Schaer. He's just a beast on the trumpet, and he, of course, took this to a whole other level. There you go. I hope you found this interesting. I'm not really sure what genre this song is. Is it dance? Is it pop? If you have an opinion, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Maybe we'll get lucky and Rick Beato will make a video about how this is most definitely not a pop song. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's also a link below to sign up for my newsletter. In the next video, I'm going to talk about another song and how I used Little Altar Boy in a very different way to cool effect, I think. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.